Hello! So in a recent video, I gave y'all a big life update and I told y'all that I quit my job at the coffee shop that I worked at. It was a really hard experience for me. I loved this job so much and leaving it behind was so difficult, but I had this very strong feeling that I needed to start prioritizing just being home. I think going into the experience building my house late in 2024, I assumed that the second I was moved in, I was gonna automatically spend enough time home, being here, being outdoors, reading, all of those slow things. And by January, I was moved in. Enough to say that I was moved in. There's still furniture that we're building and things that I'm buying, but for the most part, like, settled in. And I realized that most of January, I still wasn't being home and being present, which was the exact goal that I had. So it didn't magically come true. And about a week into January, that's when I really decided, like, I need to let go of some things in my life, and one of those were my second job, because I do have another job. I also have social media, and so I was really overcommitting myself. When I left that job, I will say I was very heartbroken for a couple of days. I loved this community. I loved every part of working there. There was nothing negative, and so I really had this eager prayer that I was praying that was like, please God, show me why I need to do this and show me the benefit of walking in this obedience, because I knew that I was doing the right thing, but it just didn't feel like it, and I really wanted to start to see the joy that I knew that would come from doing this hard thing. All of January went by. I had my birthday. I went out of town with a couple songwriters. I ended up just being very busy and being gone a lot. Finally, this week, I feel like is my first week where I'm seeing the benefit of the hard decision that I made. And it's so cool. If we don't stop ourselves to be grateful for where we're at, then we're just gonna keep getting blessed throughout our life and never acknowledging it. And I never want to be that person. Like, I want to always make sure that I'm acknowledging every good thing that has come my way and being really grateful for it and sitting in that moment and just being like, wow, this is so awesome. And so I'm really having that today, and it's been so awesome. This week I've had a lot of downtime. I've pretty much just woken up. I've had tasks to do on my to-do list. I do have a job and I do have people to keep in touch with, and I have constant plans going around. I'm planning a trip to Nashville and there's lots going on. I've been doing all of it while also having an abundance of rest. I also went through a phase in my life where I was wanting to basically socialize every single day. It was like my major extroverted era. I was like constantly getting coffee with people, constantly saying yes to everything I was invited to, always doing crazy things like going out late at night to go see someone last minute, just kind of being more careless, more like, ooh, young teen vibes. And that was a really good season of my life, but it's definitely coming to a close. I love making new friends and I love people, but I am really starting to appreciate just being on my own. I know that I am a very creative person. Most of my creativity really blossoms when I am completely alone. There are so many things I want to write, things that I want to say, posts I want to make, songs I want to write that I feel like have been put aside because of how crazy my schedule was for all of last year. So my life looks very different now than it did just a couple months ago. This is exactly, I think, the season that I was called into. This is why I built the house now. This is why I quit my job now. There's just something so awesome about knowing you're about to step into another season and then seeing it actually happen and seeing why it's good. All of today has just been me doing chores, doing my breathing exercises to grow in my voice. I've been learning a lot about how breath is important for singers, and that's kind of like basic, but the way that I've been trained in my singing, I have not spent a lot of attention and time working on my breath. That's kind of always been an afterthought, and so I'm kind of like relearning a little bit how to sing, but in an almost upside down way, because breath is usually one of the most important and the first thing that you learn. So that's been really awesome. And I've just been going on long walks. I've been envisioning what else needs to be in my house and buying those things. Like, I bought a carpet last night. It was so fun and spontaneous because I was just at Target and I was getting shampoo, and I realized right next door was a Lowe's, and I never go into Lowe's because those kind of like big department stores that are made for like people who are growing gardens always overwhelm me. But I was like, I'll just go in. And I ended up finding this perfect carpet, and I bought it and finally put it up today. And I love it. I love it so much. I feel like my house is starting to come alive. My mom is working on building a kitchen table this week. We want a very specific kind of table. I want it to be like tall and skinny because I want it to be almost like a bar, but I want it to be bigger than a bar. So she was like, I'm just gonna make it because we're not gonna be able to find this. My birthday was January 26th and that was a really awesome week, but it was also chaos. I had so much going on, and now I feel like since I'm 19, so much has sinking in. I've really been thinking about my future and my career and my goals in music, and I've been doing so much to grow in my music. I've been working so hard. I feel like a lot of my recent like focus and dedication is only due to the fact that I had to sacrifice a couple things. You can't be 100% hardworking, but also be 100% socializing. You can't be a reader 100% of the time, but also be working out. There's so many things in life that like I want to do, but sometimes there are seasons in life where you have to kind of pick and choose. And so right now, I'm not spending a lot of time like going out and making new friends and having new experiences, because newness is not really my goal right now. My goal is to further advance my career and what I feel is my calling. The season I'm at is very appropriate with my age, and it's just been cool to see how your brain kind of catches up with your age. And just the acknowledgement of me being 19 has changed so much for how I think about things. And so that's just really cool. It's really interesting to see. Anyways, I wanted to give y'all this little life update and show y'all the carpet that I bought and show y'all just what I've been processing through and going through. In my next video, y'all will probably be seeing my new dining table that my mom is working on. That's gonna be awesome. And hopefully soon I'll be giving a full house tour of my house. We do have some more painting to do and just a couple little things, but it really is coming to an end, like just me moving, and that's very exciting. Thank y'all for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.